What's up? I'm your host, Master Michael. My name is Michael, and I'm here to master me. The title of this video is Patrick Patterson, Color Doesn't Matter. Esoteric Breakdown. All right, so the first part of this video is going to be talking about what he said. Color doesn't matter. And we're going to talk about why he said it and all of that. The second part of this video is going to be dealing with the esoteric reasons behind color. Why color exists. Why is it so important? So right off the bat in this video, what I'm saying is color does matter. It exists for a reason. When you see it in nature, it exists for a reason. When you see it in humanity, it exists for a reason. But first of all, we're going to break down why he said what he said. So in order to find out why he said what he said, we must go into his birth chart. Now, anybody know about a birth chart? You know, y'all know what I'm gonna be talking about. For some of y'all who don't know about it and don't really mess with all that stuff, don't even worry about it. Y'all gonna find out later. All right, so first let's go to his birth chart. So as we see here, this man, Patrick Patterson, basketball player, he is a Sun Pisces. All right, so let's talk about what a Sun Pisces is. First of all, the sun. When you see the sun, this is gonna deal with illumination. So this is who he is. This is how he presents himself as a Pisces. This is what we're going to see in his everyday walk, in his everyday life, okay? This is what he's going to dish out to us as far as his image and his appearance, etc. He appears like a Pisces. Now, what is a Pisces? A Pisces is somebody who connects with the broad humanity, all people in humanity, not just his own color, not just his own group of people from his neighborhood or from where he come from, etc., etc. This is everybody. So this is a connection to everybody. When you're dealing with Pisces, you're talking about the foot. All right. So this is the feet. When you look at the symbol of Pisces, it's dealing with two fish. And this is when you're dealing with water and fish and stuff of that things of that nature, you're talking about the connection to everyone. Water connects to everybody. Everybody got 75, 80% water inside their body. Water causes you to feel things, okay? So this is his feeling for other peoples, all types of different peoples, living beings, etc., right? So think about water. When you cover yourself in water and you get hit or you get slapped, some of y'all had to, some abuse victim type people, they had to get in the bath or whatever and come out the bath and get a spanking with a belt or something like that. You feel it even more. Anytime you're dealing with water on your skin, it's going to be a lot more sensation to the touch. You know what I mean? So this person connects and feels everything and everybody that's around him in his environment. Okay, this is what he presents to the world with a sun in Pisces. All right, so keep that in mind when you think about this whole thing. He said color doesn't exist. So keep that in mind. Now let's go into his moon. The moon in the chart is very important as well. So when you're dealing with the moon, you're dealing with the way a person feels in the inside. You know what I mean? This is an internal world type of thing. So in the inside of his mind, how he thinks, his emotions, you know, how he feels about everything that's going on around him. This is in Gemini. All right, now let's break down a little bit about Gemini. What is Gemini? Gemini is the ability to think multiple ways. It is an element of air, okay? Air never sits still. I don't care where air is. Air can be over your head. It's going to be a breeze going back and forth at some point, even if it ain't a breeze right now. What else? It's like even air when it gets inside your body. Like if you swallow too much air, it's not just going to sit there. It's going to go back and forth. It's going to kind of try to come up through your esophagus. Then it's going to go back down. If it's in your stomach, the air is going to go back and forth, left, then right, churning. And until you eventually have to let it out some kind of a way through a burp or whatever the case. So air never sits still, goes back and forth. This is his moon. He feels comfortable with going back and forth. So even when you're dealing with, racial things or anything dealing with his life, his internal response and his internal understanding and his internal feelings and what he feels comfortable with at the same time. Because moon deals with a lot of comfort and being and feeling at home. You feel me? This is dealing with Gemini energy. Goes both ways, goes left, then goes right. Birds are a symbol of Gemini. Okay, Gemini is ruled by rules the arms in your body. So birds are always flying somewhere. They never sit still. Watch a bird sometime. You'll see him sitting there, and I don't care how comfortable he is, he's gonna fly somewhere else shortly. He's not gonna stay there forever. So think about this when it comes to him feeling comfortable and feeling at home with Gemini activities and thought process. So this means that even with a spouse, he's going to feel comfortable with going back and forth. He may date a black person. He may date a white person. He may date all types of different people. He doesn't sit still. You see what I'm saying? And in him being comfortable. So now connect them both. The moon and Pisces, the moon and Gemini, he can go back and forth. And then his sun and how he appears to the world, what he gives out to the world, is in Pisces. All of humanity, not just one. So the reason why he said what he said is he really believes it. It's not something he's just taught by society or he's mistaught. He really got this inside of him. So, when it comes to judgment or whatever, be careful how you judging him because he really feels this way. Now, am I saying it's right? I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but this is how he really feels. It's right there in his chart, and the chart don't lie. So Pisces, that rules the foot, is going to connect to all types of different things throughout the body. And that is also dealing with this world. When you're a sun Pisces, you're going to connect to all the different types of people in this body that we're in on this earth. So when dealing with the feet connect to all types of things all throughout the body. So if you've seen in the Eastern world, a lot of times they use acupuncture dealing with the feet, or, they'll deal with certain medicinal things with the feet, or even pressure points with the feet. You'll see this, people press certain points in the foot and they may affect the kidneys or the lungs. Or if you have a problem with your eyes, they can press a certain point in your toes and one of your toes, and it'll affect your eyes or your brain or whatever, etc. Right? So you see how the foot is connected to all things throughout the body. Now, this earth we're living in, so if somebody's a sun Pisces, this earth we're living in is a body. We're living on a body. So this type of person, sun Pisces, is going to connect to all types of different people, understand all types of different people, relate to all types of different people. This is even crossing racial barriers as well. To them, there is no barrier with a race. Also, when you're talking about the foot, the feet and the body is going to balance the whole body. The whole body has to stand on the feet. When you get off course and your arm goes too far out to the left or to the right, let's say you surfing or you balancing on a wire or something like that, the feet has to make the adjustment for the entire body. So you can't tell me that the feet are not fully connected with this body and even halfway controlling the body. You feel me? So when you see a sun Pisces type person, this is a person that is going to be well connected all throughout the body, and this earth being the body, and it's going to connect to everything. So when it comes to judgment, when you're dealing with a certain person, when you're dealing with a Pisces or whatever sign that you're dealing with, people in general, when it comes to judgment, all I'm saying is be careful, because everybody got something in their chart or in their life, depending on what type of person you are. That's why I always stress, get a birth chart done. You know what I mean? If you want to go to anybody who deals with birth charts, get one done. It's very important. Learn how to do it yourself. That's what this channel is going to be about for the most part. It's like, learn how to do it yourself. That's the most important thing. But if you don't have the knack for that or the brain for that, go ahead and get a chart done by somebody. It'll be the most important life-changing things you could possibly do. So, like I said, be careful about the whole judgmental process, because this is one of the flaws that I talked about dealing with a Pisces person, a Pisces sun person. That they can overlook very important details. But once again, I am not knocking any Pisces people. They're some of the most powerful people on the planet. Like I said, they rule the feet. The feet balance the whole body. Without the feet, you're not getting hardly anywhere. Or you're not going to be doing it in style either. So that's the Pisces. So every zodiac sign got their flaws, got their negative traits and positive traits, or whatever you want to call it. All right, so we established that dealing with him. Now let's move on to this esoteric thing. This is what I'm really about. I don't really get into this gossip stuff too much. I don't really like it a whole lot, because I feel like we need to be learning ourselves, not other people and what they're doing and what they shouldn't be doing. We got to look within ourselves and get our situation straight. This is what we're here for on this planet, not to just look at other people. The second part of this video is dealing with the esoteric reasons behind colors and why they exist. So I'm about to establish why this phrase color doesn't matter. Or you see a lot of people say, I don't see color. I'm gonna basically right now establish why it does matter, why it is important. So first of all, I'm gonna start it like this. For those of you who believe in God or whatever, some of y'all atheists, some of y'all different, whatever y'all believe in. It's like color exists, as you see. You open your eyes, not unless you're colorblind. And also, when it comes to colorblind people, this is not something that they like. This is a handicap. This is something that, you know, if a person that's colorblind, they wish they can fix the problem ASAP. Okay, it's a like I said, it's a certain type of a handicap, and they know that color is important because you have to use it every day. And if you're not using it right every day, somebody gonna be like, "What's up with your outfit? Why you look like that? Your colors don't match. This don't go with that." Let's use this guy as an example. Patrick Patterson. Patrick Patterson. He's an NBA player. I'm sure he gets a pretty big salary, enough to where he can buy a mansion somewhere in the United States. So you mean to tell me when he got his mansion and the architect or whatever said, "Senor, what I don't know why I'm saying senor," but when the architect was like, "Hey, what colors you want on this wall? What you want? Cherry wood inside here on the floor, hardwood floors. What color do you want this?" Trust me, he didn't tell this architect that was building his house, color doesn't matter. Trust me, he didn't say that. He said specifically, I want this on the wall. I want it like this. I want it fading over here. I want the floors this color. He got into specific details about what color he wants. When he gets his new car or whatever, or any of y'all get y'all new cars, all the people that believe color don't matter, y'all gonna pick out a car with a certain color. Guarantee you're not going to skip over it. You're not going to tell the person on the lot, I'll take any Mercedes you got. It don't even matter the color. Nah, you're going to look at the colors, because why? It matters. So when it comes to nature, okay, this is real simple. I ain't got to argue with nobody. It's real simple. When it comes to nature, if you see a snake with red touching yellow, you might come to your end messing with the snake. If you see a snake with red and yellow still in the snake, but the red is touching black and it's not touching yellow, you're safe. This is something they teach you in Boy Scouts and all this other stuff, right? Real basic. So you mean to tell me God ain't expressing something when it comes to color? And another example of this, when you're dealing with the sun, which is yellow, which represents yellow, going down and about to be sunset or even at sunset, yellow, okay? So remember, the sun is yellow. The sky normally turns red when the sun goes down, it's yellow. So when you see yellow touching red, what does this mean in nature? It means the death of the sun. In other words, the ancestors, the ancient people of the earth, this is what they used to say about the sun when it's going down. They call it the death of the sun. And they were real in tune with it, because when the sun went down, it was consequences and repercussions at night that they had to look out for. It was more important back then than it was for us. So that's why they had these extreme definitions and extreme meanings with something as basic as we know it, something basic like the sun going down. And when that yellow sun goes down and the sky turns red, yellow touching red, it meant the death of the sun. Likewise, it means the same thing when you got a snake with a pattern of yellow touching red. It can mean the death of you if you're messing with that snake, or the death of anything when you mess with that snake. It's a venomous snake. You feel me? Now, God's highest invention that, we call, because we're at the top of the food chain, what I call humanity. His highest invention on this planet, arguably, can be a human being. We split up in all types of different colors, phenotypes, all this different stuff. We ain't going to get into all that, but we're going to just deal with color. You mean to tell me it don't matter? who God made me specifically. I got chosen. If y'all understand about how y'all made it here on this planet as individuals in the spiritual realm, and we got chosen to be in a certain color, or we chose a certain color of a person. You mean to tell me it don't matter? You mean to tell me all these wars we've been fighting for thousands of years, dealing with this race and all of the stuff, dealing with different ethnicities and colors, don't matter? You mean to tell me when you go over to India and they got a caste system, and this caste system is predominantly based on color. Wearing a certain dot on your forehead means a certain thing. Certain color dot on your forehead means something in the whole society. Color don't matter. Because you're a dark skinned person on this planet. Talking about caste system, it's a caste system on this whole planet. If you're a dark skinned person on this planet, you get a different life than a lighter skinned person on this planet. We all know this. And it don't matter. This whole thing is ran on colors. So, and that brings me to, it reminds me, I got another channel that I'm setting up. It's called Symbology 101. I'll probably put a link to it in the description. I don't have videos on there as of yet, but I'm going to start posting like maybe today or tomorrow. Symbology 101. Y'all want to subscribe to that because I'm dealing deeply into the esoteric natures of colors, of symbols, of communication of a higher power. The higher powers is going to communicate to you through symbols, okay? Colors, definitely colors, and all types of different symbols that we have on this plane that we're on. Okay, so I would recommend, if y'all want to learn more about that, subscribe to that channel. And once again, I want to leave y'all with this. Know thyself. And I'm going to say it again. Know thyself. Find out why you are here. It ain't nothing wrong with checking out some gossip or checking out what's going on with the latest celebrity or whatever the case is. I ain't got nothing wrong with that. I mean, I do it myself from time to time. But it's like this. Understand you first. Know why you tick the way you tick, why you think the way you think, why you choose the things you choose. Are you here for a hard life and you have to learn hard lessons? Are you here for a simpler life where you're going to learn simple lessons? Know if you're a spiritual person, spiritually rooted, or whether you're a material person, materially rooted. And nothing is wrong with any of these things that you are. But know thyself, why you're here, and what's your purpose. Because everybody's here for a purpose. And guess what? You don't have a lot of time to get it done because everybody's going to pass away at some point. And with that said, I will see y'all on the next one. And once again, y'all want to go ahead and some of y'all who want to break down this or get more of a breakdown of symbology on this planet, on this plane, Symbology 101, subscribe to that channel, or you ain't got to subscribe, just check it out for your own wisdom and your own learning. Peace.